Hello, and welcome back to the Cove with more Battletech. We are back and we have a new recruit. Yes, I would like to welcome to the Leviathan's Marauders, Virgilia Ranger Wrangle. That's right, we have a new recruit, and I think that it has come at a wonderful time. We've had a couple of injuries here and there, so I think having an extra person in our crew would be wonderful. She's got a little bit of an adjustment period to reach what we are used to, but I think she will do perfectly fine. So yes, a big thank you for joining us. So, to celebrate, how about we go ahead and earn some money? That is, after all, our favorite pastime. So I've had a little bit of a look at our missions, and we don't have wonderful options. The only one that I am happy with, all of these are against people we're trying to improve reputation with, except for this one here, a hard contract for the Free Worlds League. 4.5 skull battle in the desert, which I think we should be able to deal with. So apparently, yeah, 2 lancers, I think we should be doing fairly well, so let's go ahead and negotiate. This is against the Capellans, which, again, we're not really bothered by. We'll go for maximum salvage. This will bring us fairly close to the next level of reputation with the Free Worlds, so that should be pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And, well, you know what? I see no reason not to bring her with us. So let's bring our new recruit, see how things go. It's a little bit of a, how do we call it? Trial by fire, but I think we should be alright. What I'm thinking we're going to do is we'll bring our Marauder. I think we'll bring our Atlas. And you know what? Maybe we chuck her in that. That could be very useful. Some good resolve, some, yeah, sitting back, well armored LRMs. That's probably a good way to start off. Otherwise, what else would we bring? Not much. Maybe not Gausilla yet. That's a little bit of a tactical choice. Although we could also go with the Cyclops and go for a yeah, Cyclops could be good actually. Some LRMs, that'll be useful, some ER lasers so we can stay fairly well back, but we give everybody some nice bonuses to initiative and a solid amount of durability. Yeah, you know what? I think that that is a fairly decent plan. Yeah, let's go ahead and give Ranger the Cyclops. Yeah, that's going to help out everybody. That is a wonderful way to begin. You can see some of our sniping, distance, and good old, well, assault mechs. I think that that's what we're going to do. It's, yeah, 4.5 skulls, so it's not going to be easy, but that should give her a fair bit of experience and, yeah, really get to see how we do business as Leviathan's Marauders. Then after this, I think what we'll do is, there's another black market just slightly further down on the map from where we are, which is otherwise out of the way. So I think what we'll do is we'll float on down there, we'll see if there's anything available, and then, yeah, slowly hopscotch our way down towards the next flashpoint. So, until then, we have this battle. Enemy units must be destroyed. In violation of local treaties, a significant combat unit consisting of 2 lancers of Mechs has dropped on Thurrock. Your task is to assault and dislodge the Capellan force. You will send a definitive message. Unsanctioned military operations on Thurrock will be eliminated with extreme prejudice. Leave none standing. Okay, buckle up, Commander. 2 heavily armed lancers. This is going to be tough. Most probably, but I think we can handle this. Okay, we're approaching the enemy drop site. Commander, eyes peeled. Take care moving forward as we're expecting heavy resistance. Don't take this lightly, they know we're coming. Okay.
So lovely! So serene.
Alright, so we're in an interesting position here. I think that there's a path down there, but it's still slightly dark. Yeah, it's just beginning to dawn. We're starting in the corner, so that's somewhat beneficial. I can't really see amazingly, but it looks fairly wide open. You know what? I think what we do is we're going to see if we run across this hill here, if we can find a nice position to snipe down from. That could be rather good. And, you know what? We'll just keep Ranger on the back just a little bit in that Cyclops. The LRMs should be perfectly fine. Alright, so let's see. If we go... Yeah, let's follow this ridge for a bit. I think, I don't know if it rejoins, but we'll go ahead and see. We'll bring everybody up.
Confirmed.
We'll go ahead and move the Marauder as well.
Moving out.
And I think, yeah, she can go there. Okay, alright. No signs. Okay, so it looks like we're going to scout around a little bit further. Enemies are somewhere. Yep, okay. And we can actually regroup, which is good. Okay, so let's get the Annihilator all the way across. We'll set up for some fairly comfortable cover. I'm just being a little bit cautious given the fact that we have 2 Lancers to deal with. But I feel like we should be alright. Although I'm looking forward to a little bit more daylight so we can see what we're doing instead of using our flashlights. Or headlights, lamps, spotties, whatever you want to call them. Alright, let's go. Yeah, that should be relatively fine. We'll bring the Atlas back there.
Moving out.
Locking in coordinates.
And you know what? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it looks like it's an early morning raid.
Heads up, Commander.
There we
We've
go.
got hostile contacts inbound.
I was sure we were going to be coming across somebody on this distance, on this side, so I think that's definitely the best call for us, is to engage them from a position of power. Alright, so what are we dealing with? We have an 80-ton vehicle. That is not ideal. Probably a demolisher of some kind. 65, 60, and a question mark. Alright, well, you know what? We're not going to have this much evasion again, so let's go ahead and reserve. And we'll see if we can get anyone close. Oh, and they're taking shots. Okay, so if they're taking shots with a PPC, I'm going to assume that this 65-ton mech is a rifleman with a viewfinder. And that's how we are visible. So,
Commander.
yeah, we don't have any shots at this point, so we're going to reserve again. No point moving if we could have been shooting. Alright, and it looks like Ranger here is taking the first shots, so that'll be a fun thing. Alright, so let's see, 80, 60, 65, question 75, and 80. Okay.
Ready for orders.
We could move forwards just a little bit, but I'm not sure if that's the best news for us. You know what?
Awaiting orders.
I actually feel like it could
Ready
be.
to get it on.
Yeah, we're not going to get shots otherwise.
Yes, Commander.
So you know what? Here we go. We're going to move on up. We're going to get eyes on our target so everybody else can shoot to the back. Yeah, we're dealing with 2 riflemen. Okay, so AC2s, LRMs, and then lasers and an AC5. Okay, so I think that this first one is going to be the one that we need to focus on. So I guess we'll focus on it with Rannoch and try and snipe it out, or maybe the Annihilator if possible. So yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of some of their evasion. Oh wait, they don't have any. Then I guess we'll just take shots on the other rifleman and make that slightly more easily targeted.
Given them everything I've got.
Alright, so their damage reduction is pretty solid, but those were some good first shots. Ooh. Alright, and it looks like they have a couple of LRMs. Looks like maybe an LRM 20. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Okay, Rannoch.
Yes, Commander.
Let's get you dealing with some of these nice and quickly. Let's go for that first Jaeger mech.
Position confirmed.
That's going to be of great importance as they have not had a turn yet. 35% for the headshot. Let's just hope the Gauss rifle hits because they've got a little bit of armor. So,
Targeting for an alpha strike.
looking good. And there we go.
One
Okay.
less target.
One rifleman out of the question. That's handy. Second one coming on in, taking shots on the Cyclops. Okay, but this is alright. We have plenty of armor.
Took a hard hit there.
Yeah, okay. And now let's see. 22 resolve.
What's the plan?
Well, we've got options, but we're not going to have very many. Let's go... I'm thinking what we do is maybe bring the Atlas across. Or maybe move the Annihilator. You know what? We may not get a kill. I'm just concerned about that 80-tonner. I don't want them to really go after the Cyclops too heavily, because we've already taken a fair bit on the right-hand side. Mind you, it would be favouring the left, but again, doesn't guarantee it. So let's go ahead and move
might I
the Atlas. Yeah, let's move
have
the
orders?
Atlas all the way across. Hopefully we are a slightly better target than the Cyclops, just given the ranges. And then we may as well go full volley upon the Rifleman. Alright, so that's a pretty decent amount of damage. Ooh. And yes, we have moved to a good location.
Systems holding.
Alright, so now what do we do? Do we follow up with a kill here, or do we hope that they move forwards and we go for one of the bigger guys? I think we'll just go for the kill. We start working on our action economy as soon as possible. Let's go... Oh, okay, there's a cliff here. That's why we can't go further. Right. Movement is going to be an interesting issue. I suppose we move up ahead. We won't let the Marauder get targeted too heavily, I suppose. You know what? The Atlas is there. The Cyclops as well. I don't think they'll go after the Marauder. Let's just get close and finish off the Rifleman. We'll try and improve our resolve gain. So let's go ahead and shoot.
Engaging target.
Alright. That was
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
a stack of damage. They are a brawler, so they'll have extra hit points. So that pilot's going to take a bit to go. Alright, everybody else has moved fairly slowly. The good news is we can get the shots before the before that vehicle goes, so we should be fine.
Receiving you.
Let's bring Ranek all the way down. Yeah, I suppose we'll kind of stick in the middle. Probably ideal. Yeah, free resolve for the Rifleman. Yeah, let's make sure he doesn't get up.
Heading out.
And now we can see what we've got here. Yeah, okay, so that's a Shriek PPC carrier. Dangerous, but we should handle it. Oh, and it seems... What is this? Manned mod for 10% less. Oh, there is a 75-ton mech there, so that could be another Marauder. They do have that ability. But let's focus on what we can control. Now, we are in the desert, so we are a little bit toasty. But they also have fairly minimal health. So what I'm thinking is we're going to drop off an extra weapon, cool down a little bit, and see if that helps out, because I'm fairly sure that we're going to get a kill here, whether we whether we get their headshot or not. So let's go ahead and fire.
Confirmed.
Yep. Okay, we got the head. That is good.
Hostile eliminated.
And had we have just hit anywhere in the torso with that Gauss rifle, that would have been a kill. And it looks like they do have a Marauder. Okay. Well, Marauder v Marauder. Fair fight there, I guess. Except I think ours is far, far superior. Not that they know that. Let's see. Cyclops. We can probably go ahead and... Maybe we move you into cover here, just so you're not being unnecessarily pummeled. You could go... Yeah, you could probably take out the carrier for us. That would be alright. Yeah, let's go ahead and move there.
Confirmed.
And let's see. This thing has... Yeah, fairly low health, but we still do need to take care of that. So let's go ahead and do that now. Unfortunately, those lasers missed, which is not what we wanted, but at least you do have cover now. Yeah, so we will get shot at,
I'm under heavy fire.
but damage mitigation will be good. Let's go... Who do we focus on? We have that Zeus, and we have another 70-tonner. I think what we do is... It still has a little bit of armor. You know what? Not as much as I would prefer. I think we're going to try and protect our Cyclops a bit. We're going to go... Whereabouts? Actually, we're not going to get eyes on that 70-ton mech, but I guess that's what we'll do afterwards. Otherwise, we'll go for the Zeus. Yeah, okay, so if that's what we're going to do, we're going to move the... yeah, the Atlas. We're going to
Certainly.
rotate around. We will go... Now, how much other have you got? Still a fair bit. You know what? We'll put one shot on the Marauder, take away a little bit of evasion. The rest can go against the carrier, and that should probably do us. So, yeah, one shot here, one shot there. Let's go. What do we want? LRMs or lasers? Probably lasers. And then, you know what? We should probably chuck a shot onto... Oh no, he doesn't have any evasion. Never mind, that'll be fun. Let's just focus on this.
Yes, Commander.
Make sure that PPC... Yeah. Probably could have fired the LRMs elsewhere, but... Best to be safe than sorry. Alright, slow down that scout of theirs. What are they doing on the right? Alright, some pretty solid damage, but I think we're going to be able to protect fairly well. Let's go... Yeah, we're going to just march straight forwards. There is a... there's a mech that we can take either way. Oh, they have an archer. Okay. Well, RM20s. Definitely understandable as to why there's so much firepower there. Let's go... See, the Zeus is annoying. Got a lot of... I think what we'll do is we'll focus on the archer. Yeah, let's go for precision strike. We'll go for the headshot. That's a pretty good chance of taking that out. It does have some cover, so not full damage. But we have enough weapons. Alright, very good.
Enemy mech destroyed.
That'll make things a little bit easier for Ranger there. And then quick draw. Yeah, that's fine. You can go for either the Marauder or the Atlas.
I'm under heavy fire.
We'll be perfectly fine in that regard. Oh, and they have another vehicle. Okay. Well, that's a little rude.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
That is not where I expected the first structural damage to come from.
Orders.
Alright, so we have, let's see. You are the final reinforcements, and then we have 3. 1, 2, and 3. We know that you'll be a Shrek PPC carrier. Let's bring Rannick. Let's bring him over to cover. We will need to focus on them relatively quickly. Yeah, but we do have the numbers, so we should get that. So I'm not too afraid about being shot in the back. Yeah, let's go and focus on the Marauder. We'll pick up the cover. We'll now show our other side, so that should be our right side to tank all of that damage. Yeah. And let's go for the Marauder and make sure that we take care of their damage reduction. We can do a full salvo because of the previous turn. Fantastic. And let's go.
Affirmative.
And lethal damage. That's what we want.
Target neutralized.
Alright, so that now brings us back to second initiative. Oh, the Zeus is going first. Apparently focusing the Cyclops is what they're going to do.
Internal structure damage.
Okay, so we may need to do a little bit of repairing after this, but that's not too bad.
Receiving you.
You know what? We're going to need to do a quick spin. That should be fine. You know what? Maybe we do that afterwards. The Annihilator. What about you? What kind of... No, not enough.
Yes, Commander.
I think we're just going to let the quick draw do its own thing.
Reporting.
Let's bring the Annihilator up. We'll go point blank range. There we go. We'll destroy the Zeus, and that way the weak side of the Cyclops will be perfectly safe. We're going to go for the headshot, of course. We want all of the salvage. My goodness. The fact that he survived that is most impressive. And now they're firing on the Annihilator. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm definitely okay with that. Alright, quick draw moving after shooting. What a fancy fellow. I'm glad we didn't try and burn down any of his evasion now. I think we'll follow up with probably Ranak. Let's go...
Awaiting orders.
I suppose we'll spin around and we may as well focus on the Zeus. We'll see if we can do enough damage. We will overheat if we fire as is. Let's drop some LRMs. We'll drop the least effective ones. Oh man, come on. Okay, how much heat have these things got? 6? And these are 20. Ooh, okay. You know what, at least we can reintroduce a couple of LRMs. That should be fine. Yeah. Alright, that'll do. Go ahead and shoot. Fairly minimal, but I was hoping for maybe a pilot injury. And now, Rabid.
How might I help?
Yeah, let's go ahead and
As you
focus
wish.
that Zeus down. Make sure that he does not get a turn. Let's go. Oh, we're feeling pretty toasty. You know what? Venting coolant is the best idea. And let's go precision strike. We'll see if we can finish him off. Oh wow, still enough to overheat. That's not exactly good. Let's drop. We'll drop a large laser. That should be fine. Alright, there we go. In fact, no, never mind. We're doing a precision strike. We're going to drop an LRM.
Yes, Commander.
Well, that Zeus just does not want to go down. Okay. At least we're being shot at on the side that is armored. That's fine. We've played that right. Cover coming into play there. Let's go.
Standing by.
You know what? I'm fairly confident we can finish these guys off safely. So let's go. Let's focus on the Zeus. We will probably get a turn before the quick draw. Actually, you know what? We're going to get a turn before the Zeus anyway, so maybe we just save it for the Annihilator and, yeah, Ranak can shoot the quick draw instead. Make sure that we have an unimpeded turn this round. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and pick up the cover. Is there a position where we can see both? Unguarded. Do we risk it? I feel like we do. We're more likely to get the kills.
On my way.
So, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. Let's go for the quick draw. Again, turning off our weapons until we don't cook ourselves. There we are. Fortunately, got to fire 3 less than normal. Let's go for the headshot.
Engaging with target.
And the guy survives. Well, ruh-roh. But at least his initiative is down, so we still do get a lot of freedom. Alright, What to do. How's he looking? He's looking fairly fit. Let's go ahead and use the Annihilator. They're going to back on up. There we go. Full barrage there. That should be fine. We'll use a precision shot. Oh wait, we don't have one. Never mind. We're just gonna have to make this guy go bye-byes. Let's drop our, let's see, 9 heat. That's less than our medium lasers. So I suppose those are what we'll drop first. Everything else should be fine. Oh, wait a second. Drop the ones with the least amount of damage. That's the right way to do it. Alright, well that's one problem down. That'll give the Zeus a little bit of... Sorry, the Cyclops a little bit of security. Let's go... We just focus with the LRMs. We wouldn't have lasers. We could possibly go against the quick draw. Yeah, let's go all the way up. We'll keep our angle favoring our right side. Oh, sorry, our left side. Yeah. However you want to say it.
Move order confirmed.
That'll be fine. Let's go full weapons. Oh wait, no, we're not going to be able to do that again. We're dropping a couple more weapons once more. Probably an ER. Yep, there we are. Maximum amount of damage. 85% chance to hit is fairly decent. Let's go ahead and see if one of these LRMs can finish this guy off. It would have been a roll of the dice indeed, but hey, it will do. Alright.
Waiting orders.
Rabid, you will be perfectly fine at doing this. Let's go forwards. We will pick our target. I think we care more about the quick draw. Focus that. Turn off the LRMs. That's all we need.
Target confirmed.
Perfection. That's what we're after.
That's a kill.
Alright, so that's one more kill for the count. And what does the PPC carry do? Yeah, firing on the right side there. Yep.
Not much armor left in that.
Yeah, not much armor left. That is fine. We are prepared for that. So let's let's just point blank this fellow.
Confirmed.
Let's see how he likes Gauss rifles and medium lasers. Yeah, we're not even going to precision strike. There we go. Kill is a kill. Alright, and that should be everybody. Alright, superb commander, my scopes are clear, all primary targets eliminated.
Mission successful.
Well done. Alright, so it looks like Ranger survived the trial by fire, which is always good to see. We did take a little bit of damage, but that's not her fault. They just had a great position, and we had an inability to adapt to it quickly enough. Alright, unfortunately, our Marauder did also get a little bit beat up. Nothing got broken though. That is the best news though. Let's go ahead and get the salvage and then repair. So, what are we doing from here? Well, we could go for another Marauder. We could probably finish one off fairly easily. It is the highest tonnage. Oh no, we have a part for a Zeus. You know what? Part of a Zeus sounds good. That's one of them finished. Then we have 3 more picks. So we'll go... Yeah, we'll take the full Marauder. That will be our best bet there, I think. Go ahead and confirm. Alright, so what do we got? We got a piece of an Archer, a 2 of a Jaeger mech, full Marauder, quick draw, and finish the Zeus. And then some miscellaneous weaponry as well. Okay, cool. That's not too bad. As well as a TTS for extra missile accuracy. You know, yeah, that's not a bad idea. We could almost go ahead and chuck that on the Cyclops if we really wanted. Make that a little bit of a trainee mech. Yeah, that would mean we'd probably drop the lasers, depending on how many tons that is. But that would also mean that our less experienced pilots would have a good one to try out. Yeah, I don't think that's a terrible idea.
Mech you asked for. is cleared. That mech is
So
ready
you know
to
what?
fight, Commander.
We're going to go ahead and chuck all of those in storage. We're not really looking for them. Alright, and let's head to the mech bay and see about that idea. So, first things first, let's just go ahead and repair the Marauder. That'll take a single day, so that's no big deal. And then the Cyclops. Let's see how we go. Now, this thing doesn't have the world's best cooling, so in fact, maybe dropping a medium laser wouldn't exactly be the worst case scenario. Yeah, alright, so let's go ahead and we'll repair what's there. That is fine. We have equipment. TTS missile. Let's see. How much does that weigh? 2 tons. Okay, and one of these weighs 1. So what if we were to do this, how would things go? We would have TTS, you know what, we'd chuck that in the center. We'd have a lot of ablative armor. Let's see. Alpha Strike is perfectly fine. We could drop the heat sinks. That'll give us some tonnage back. So you know what? That's actually not... Let's go to our weapons. We might just be able to, we brought one of those back. Our heat efficiency stays pretty much right where it is. And then... Let's see, yeah, missiles, a little bit of lasers. What do we do with the final ton? Battle computer is good. Advanced command mod, so we get, yeah, extra accuracy as well as damage. Yeah, I think this would make for a really good, test run. And then, if we were to leave that and instead just drop the... You know what, maybe we just drop the heat sinks. Yeah, I think maybe we just drop the double heat sinks. Kind of a weird call, but basically, if we're not in range for the ER medium lasers, we'll focus on the LRMs first, and then we'll use these for backups if necessary, and we still would have, let's see, what's that? We'd be netting 34, so we could do almost 3 full Alpha Strikes. Realistically, if we just turned off one LRM, that would be enough to keep us, let's see, -6. That would go down to 58. That's at 24. Yeah, we could do 4 of those if we just dropped 1 missile. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I think that's fine. Most of the time, you'll probably be firing with the LRMs anyway. And I think for purposes of training, that's not a bad thing. We can easily drop out that TTS and chuck those double heat sinks back in. Yes, that's what we're going to do. Alright, so now that we've done that, I think if we're going to have extra things... Oh yeah, that's right. Probably check the store, the black market, for anything else that we want to get rid of or to keep. So let's see. We can technically buy another Highlander. They're not bad mechs, but I don't think they have the greatest amount of heat sinks, and that's kind of what we're trying to purchase. I think we'll leave that be for now. We also have... Was there anything else? Oh yeah, there was a Raven, but again, that's just a little bit questionable for my liking. Stalker, Victors... No, I think we're perfectly fine as we stand. The real question is, do we want to go for any of these other things? Let's see. We have a large laser. They're not bad. You know what? We probably should buy a nice one of those. Extra damage and accuracy is good.
New weapon systems available.
We can go small pulse with extra heat and extra damage and less heat. That's very good. Certainly better than a medium laser at distance.
Available.
Oh, UACs. Okay, minus tonnage and extra... Actually, UAC 5 double plus as well. You know what? We're going to quickly check our mech bay. Yep. Okay, we're going to see if this is a direct upgrade for... Let's see, Cataphract. That is recoil and tonnage. And then AC2s, oh sorry, UAC2s, the Annihilator. Yeah, we're just using the base models of UAC2s, so that is a direct upgrade for that. So we're going to go ahead and purchase. Yeah. We're going to go ahead and purchase those and refit them. Let's go straight down to those weapons. Yeah, so they have one of those, -2 tons extra damage. That seems perfect to me.
New weapon systems available.
UAC 5, we've already got one. But I suppose the second one will not go astray.
New weapon systems available.
Small laser for damage and crit, I suppose for 36,000, that's easily done.
New weapon systems available.
And then hit defense and accuracy for missiles. Yeah, I think 1 ton is what we had anyway. I'm not really too bothered about that. Yeah, so, you know what? Let's go ahead and sell off some of our mechs. It's been a while since we've gone for that. We're going to sell off a couple of awesomes. That'll net us a good chunk of change. Same with a fire starter. 35 tons isn't exactly what we're looking for. We already have a grasshopper, so we can get rid of that. A griffin is cool, but no thank you. Jaeger mechs are definitely not. Yeah, and I think we're going to sell off the king crab. I think that's going to be the best for us in the long run. Same with the locust. 3D marauder. You know what? We'll hold on to them at this stage. Who knows? Maybe we'll come back and try to do another marauder run. But for now, we'll get rid of those Orions. Let's go with the quick draw. Trebuchet is nice, but I think we're fine as far as the medium mechs are concerned. The Warhammer. Maybe we... I can't remember if we want the Warhammer, so let's just go ahead and get rid of these Zeuses. And that'll give us back a fair chunk of cash. Everything else I think will go... Yeah, we can sell off the basic Gauss rifles, I think. But you know, no, never mind. We're going to hold on to them. They're hard enough to find as it is. Just on the worst case scenario, we'll hold on to that. Sell off all of our basic large lasers. And then I think that's probably going to be most things done. Yeah. We're not really hurting for cash. We don't need to do too much at this stage. So we'll just go ahead and get rid of all of these. LRM-20s, yeah, we'll do that as well. Medium lasers, you know what? We're going to sell all bar maybe a half dozen. There we go, we'll hold on to them. Will probably be fairly easy to pick back up again, but again, for now, I will do that. And, oh, 37 PPCs. Oh my goodness, that is a fair amount of cash sitting around doing absolutely nothing. And I think we do the same with the basic small lasers. Yeah, okay, so you know what, for now, that should be fine. We can do a more thorough clean out if there's something that we really need to get our hands on. Let's quickly check the mech bay and see if we can do some upgrades. So, you know what, I'm thinking, ooh, Increb LRM. We could possibly go ahead and do extra critical, weight reduction. Yeah. Okay, maybe we shouldn't have chucked him on the Black Knight, but the King Crab. But either way, it's no serious big deal. Highlander should be fine. What is the one that we bought stuff? We bought stuff for the Annihilator, so let's go ahead and refit that. That is an automatic shoe-in for upgrades. We have not seen any modified Ultra Auto Cannon 2s, so let's be smart about that. Let's go down and see. Where are we? There we go. Okay, which one do we want to drop off first? I think we'll go for the ones in the torso first. Yeah, just make sure that they're sticking around for as long as possible. That gives us an extra 2 tons to play around with. Got decisions now. What do we want to do with the leftover weight? Well, let's check out the equipment. You know what? We have a ballistic TTS, which we do. Let's see. 1 ton here. 3 tons there. Energy as well. And then missile. Yeah, that's not that helpful. 1 ton for 2 slots. That's not a bad exchange if you think about it. We could throw one of them in there. Yeah, let's go ahead and... Oh, wait a second. 2 slots. We need to... Yeah, things are getting fairly crammed in this system here. We could move... What would we move? You know what? We could move the heatsink to the side. We could chuck the exchanger in the torso, the TTS to the torso as well. There we go. That's good. And then... we could go for another heatsink. In fact, we have a couple of doubles. That takes 3. This is gonna get tricky. All the ammo in 1 foot. We could move a heatsink down there. Anything we could switch across? Not particularly. Ah, man. One can hope, but I guess that's not going to be the case. Yeah. Maybe we have to go with just a regular heatsink then. Okay. Well, any little bit to help us cool down is probably not a bad thing. We'll chuck that in the torso as well. Heat efficiency goes up, so we're now only generating, what's that, 24 heat per alpha. 24 heat per alpha is actually quite respectable. Yeah, 4 full barrages instead of our previous 3, that is quite worthwhile, and we've gained extra accuracy for ballistics. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's go ahead and confirm that. That'll help us make things a little bit more accurate. In fact, more damage on target is always a good plan. And then what else do we have? We have Stumpy is fine. The distance atlas is fairly fine too. Actually, we have large laser. There we go. Chuck large lasers on there. I think that's a pretty good call. I'll just quickly check the Black Knight. We do have large pulses on there. Yeah. We're going to go with the distance ones here. We're going to refit. We're going to give those large lasers an upgrade. I'm pretty happy with the role that this thing is doing. In fact, I'm very, very happy with how this one functions. Extra damage and accuracy. Let's go. Oh, yeah, we'll drop off the lower one. Extra damage and accuracy will be very nice there. Yeah, having 5 large lasers means a precision strike is still worth a fair bit. The LRMs are also remarkably helpful. It's quite heat efficient, really. We can handle things fairly well. It is 30. It would be nice to bring it down just a little, but at the same time too, I'm not that upset. So let's go ahead and... Hang on a second, do we have one with less tonnage? That is a good question. 5 tons. These are 5 tons. Well... No, okay. It is going to be what it is. That's perfectly fine. If we can get a little bit of freed up tonnage, that would be great. Just for the fact that we can make sure that we're getting the most bang for our buck there. The Cataphract, I think we're fairly happy with that. The UAC-5 is fine. We could maybe see about... Hang on a second. Could we fit in a second one of those UAC-5s? Because we do now have the other one. If we were to drop off these pulses and maybe those heat sinks, because we'd probably be fine. Could we just maybe chuck in a second one? Oh no, oh right, we only have 1 ballistic space. Oh, never mind, I totally forgot that that was the case. We will cancel doing anything there. There we go, that's still fine. Godzilla is able to be refit because we got rid of the Buster. We now have some freed up weight, I believe. Oh, wait a second. We've already got that, haven't we? Oh, man. I was so hoping that we would be in a better position there. Yeah. -2 tons. They're all -2 tons. Oh, well. I guess that's not bad. I was just hoping that with a little bit of extra weight, we could have chucked in some other things for some giggles. But I guess that's not going to be the case. Alright, Black Knight will go. Medium lasers, large pulses. Yeah, that's going to be as good as that gets for now. We could chuck in an MG with a little bit less weight, but that's not exactly too important until we get 2 of them. Otherwise, we're just kind of sitting in an awkward situation there. With half a ton of not sure what to do with. LRMs seem fine, I think. Crab is good with the pulses. As well. Oh, you know what we can do? We can go and we'll fix up the Hunchback. There we go. We picked up, we now have a couple of extra double heat sinks. We can make that work out fairly well. So, here we go. Yeah, 2 more doubles. That is good. Let's drop one of you and one of you. There we go. And that should do nicely. Now, its heat efficiency is slowly, ever so slowly creeping up. If we can find an exchanger, that's what we really need. And, oh, of course, weapon-wise, medium lasers. Let's go for some accuracy. Might as well add that on. In fact, I think if we check the store, there should be some modified medium lasers, which we may as well go ahead and throw on. Let's just check out the black market. Oh, never mind. I guess I was just seeing things. But for now, I think that should be fairly good. Let's go ahead and confirm that 3 days is fine. And now we can float on to the next...
I'll get it in the schedule.
The next location. So, star map. Let's pull that up. And we will go all the way down to Hastor. Yes, that's right. Yeah, we're probably not going to head this way otherwise. And then from there, we'll keep on working. So 9 days, 30,000 sea bills. That's easily done. We have millions in the bank, so nothing too crazy. Alright, what do we see? All the work is pretty much complete. We're at the jump ship. Definitely glad that we've kicked up the pace a little bit with the days transpiring. Certainly much more easy to make meaningful progress when we're now forced to travel far greater distances. Yeah. Alright. And also, too, being as strong as we are, it's not the end of the world if we're a day or 2 off like we previously were.
That work order you submitted is complete.
Alright, cool. Well, we finished all of our work 1 day before we land, which is perfect timing, realistically.
We've arrived at our destination, Commander.
We might as well check the store while we're here, and we'll see what's available. So they do have a couple of interesting mechs around. Nothing as far as weaponry is concerned. They have a lot of ultra autocannons, but they're just basic ones, so nothing too incredible. We could pick up a mortar for kicks and giggles, but I don't think it's really necessary. Maybe if they're all clustered together, I don't think it doesn't really tell us how much damage it does. Just a little bit apprehensive about purchasing it for no real big reason. Let's see. BattleMechs, nothing too crazy. Oh, we could buy another crab just for the heat sinks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 isn't terrible. What else? Do they have anything else? Oh, they have a hatchet man. Ooh, that could be a fun one to throw into our lighter lands. We could keep a 55-tonner, 250s, and then a 45. That would be equal for the 200-ton weight limit. Yeah, know what? I think that's what we're going to do. That seems like a little bit of fun. We can probably make something fairly good there. Between the hatchet for the melee, a bunch of support weapons. Yeah, we can go for some weight-reduced machine guns. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and
New equipment available.
we're going to make a hatchet man. That seems nice and cool.
New equipment available.
Okay, so since that's the case, we're going to have a 55 240s, 250s, and one more. Who are we willing to drop? The LRMs are nice. I do love the raves of the Crab and the Hunchback. Maybe... I don't want to keep both of them, but occasionally we might need a Centurion, so you know what? We're going to drop another mech instead. Let's find... you know what? We will send... Oh, of course, we can't get to see what they've got. We'll send the Hatchet Man to storage straight away, which is a little bit weird. We'll pull him out after we take someone else, send him back. SRM2... I don't think we've... Oh, another weight-reduced UAC2. Yes, we'll buy that immediately.
New weapon
That'll go on
systems
our
available.
Annihilator. Snub for damage. I don't think we're using SRM2s anywhere, but I suppose we haven't come across a level... those
New
levels of
weapon systems
modifications.
available.
Might as well pick that up. Energy accuracy for 1 ton. That is a better one than we actively have, so we'll go ahead and buy it. Do we go ahead and buy it? A large pulse with less tonnage? Sure, that seems ideal. I think we've got a large pulse on another mech.
New weapon systems available.
Yeah, I think we're going to pick up that TTS. If we're doing well on heat efficiency, I see no reason why we shouldn't have the bonuses to our accuracy. So we'll pick that up. We have the
New
cash to
equipment
spend.
available.
Otherwise, I think we're doing more than alright. We could go for the gyro for the hit defense, but again, that's just... it's not that important. Yeah, and I think that is where we'll call things for today. We could possibly pick up another crab for some more heatsinks, but I will toss up about that in between episodes. So, if you do want to see more as we continue working our way through flashpoints and working our way to flashpoints, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.